They need a mark. He goes long. Johnson committed from behind. Young Fisher got it from Curtis. He's kicked the goal. They're still alive. They are still alive. It's 11 points. 5
through the second quarter. Now, French is jumping all over him. They're really trying to choke the ball in there, Collingwood, rather than get pure or clearance takeaways.
3 free kicks to Carlton, 1 to the Bombers. Favola thumps it in. Chance for Whitnell. Shepherd's at the front. Good play. And the Blues will have their 4th shot on goal.
He does give his players a chance at getting the footy, and he just didn't go with Fisher on that occasion.
Well, this is a gift for Carlton. And Fisher kicks his second of his career.
Reporting for striking, okay, mate?
There you heard it. Reported for striking. Barnard has been reported. In the meantime, the Blues have gone downfield, and Brad Fisher has taken the mark. In the meantime, Fisher comes in, an important kick to put the Blues back in front, and he nails it. He kicks his second. Blues by 3 points.
So Hickman has to draw the ball back to the middle. Favola, almost a one-hander. Somewhere on the ground. Fisher has goal for the Blues.
At three-quarter time to believe that they're a real chance, and then anything can happen.
Again, Favola wants it kicked long. Kick towards half forward, almost a mark. In fact, it's paid by Fisher. And Steve, we talked.
Murphy there got the ball out of the middle and got it long to the hot spot where...
He's kicked 4 goals in his debut season from directly in front. That's what confronts him. The kick is perfect. Carlton further in front.
Richo helping to set up 2 goals in this 3rd quarter. Blues thrusting forward now out of the middle. Deep too, and that's a terrific mark. Fisher, I think it is. Played a lot of his footy in the under-18s at full forward. Conversion, the task ahead of him now, and that proves to be absolutely no problem. He stares into the gap. You'll get a terrific view. Fisher regains the lead for the Blues. What a last quarter. 8 lead changes.
To Lappin, keeps his feet, kicks it inside 50. Here's a chance now. Fisher.
Good grab. Good sticky fingers, Brad Fisher.
Rangers under-18 premiership side, so he knows a bit about it. They're nominated for the National Bank Rising Star, and he splits the middle and gives the Blues something to cheer about. His first.
Murphy. Goal square open.
Point of the square. Paddock set up. Fisher unable to capitalise. They have had that. Oh, Smart's missed it. Fisher. Here's one for you, young man. 32nd of the quarter.
Says the umpire, off the hands of the pack. Now it's Fisher who grabs the ball and has a kick at the goal. It's bouncing, it's bouncing, it's bouncing, it's a goal! Brad Fisher gets the first for the Blues.
There's a quality crumb, and the players start to play to that.
And a good tackle.
Yeah, he'd be very well pleased with that. And Brad Fisher got raps on him too, Jared.
Guys, next year, and that'll be midfielders that have got that pace and skill.
Watch out, here they come, the big flies again. Mark has been taken by Fisher.
Early in his career, I think his achievements this year have been terrific. The former
This year, and he'll come in from about 30 metres out directly in front. The Heatley stand in, and there is the Blues 6 straight and his second.
Gets away forward of the wing, penetrating kick inside the 50. French worked out of it. Loose at the back, Fisher, open goal, beckons, bounces it through. Goal apiece.
The footy here. Hodge just pushes that man under it. That's Hodge's opponent there. He stays back. 1, 2, 3, 4 against one Hawk. That's fine if it's going your way.
Just there it is, play on. Kicks to centre half forward. Favola coming out. Oh, well done. Left it for Fisher. And Scarlett and Favola. Now he's given away 50. Certain goal count.
You just can't afford to be giving away opportunities like that.
No, I didn't see it at all, Terry. So it wasn't anything dramatic. It was only minor, but in front of men in orange, that's all it needs.
Brad Fisher, pleasing collar, didn't kick.
This AFL season, it was just poor play. You can't afford to be giving away up. Chance for Ricky Mott. His first kick for the Blues is a good one. And Fisher marks 25 metres out.
Fisher, and he comes 35 metres out. Not a lot of angle. Should nurse this one through and does.
Ordinary bounce. Maybe it was a mercy bounce from umpire Coates. Gave Carlton the chance. The ball spills to Fisher. Open goal. He's got one. First goal since the 27-minute mark of the first quarter.
The first. Look at this. This is beautiful when you bang it on the boot and it just goes like a spiral from heaven. Look at that, Brian.
Yep.
Straight through the middle. So they have pushed everyone up. They've got no one in the goal square. Carlton forwards. That all.
To Camperelli, back to Lappin. 48 metres out. The spearing kick. It's a goal. And I reckon Fisher might have just edged it through for his third.
Kick to the top of the square here for Matty Lappin, and yeah, glad that came off for
I'd like to see him mark it.
Brad Fisher. Yeah, that's not sure.
He knows exactly where it's at.
Camperelli from 55. Long. Hasn't got the carry. Not quite. Golden mark.
Fisher.
5 metres out. He will kick after the siren. And this place erupts. And so does Peter Schwab. Almost too tired to raise a handshake. Fisher kicks a goal. And those young men, those young Hawks looking on, now understand.
60 metres out, heads to the top of the square. Plenty of blues here. One of them is Fisher. So Fisher from point-blank range, 15 metres out. Shouldn't miss. He doesn't. Another one for the Blues.
A minute and a half remaining. He's popping it up for Cooter inside 50. Fisher there as well.
Putting the captain on the captain.
Well, they've thrown so many players back.
They got the right idea, though. He's already running and he's getting Pavlich away from the comfort zone.
Good kick by Fisher. Here's a goal kick of this kid, and look at that. Symbolism from Carlton. He elects to pass, though. Very wide ball. Fisher marks it. Gee, it's a...
So then, guys.
Terrific return game so far for Brad Fisher. Would love to kick a second goal here. And he does, and the Blues get 2 in a row.
The coach
Will be very happy with his input.
Well, you just saw the free kick there.
Yep, good call.
The big kid Johnson, he's got a massive body on him. He's got a big rump. He's just got to use it. He's got to split some packs open. And when
the folks have just seen the replay on the scoreboard. They disagree with the call. It may not matter as Fisher marks and should goal. Boundary umpires, but it's another story. Fisher for goal number 3. His successful return to AFL footy continues.
Tim free. Simpson inside 50. Fisher's got 3 to beat in the air and does. He's so good overhead, and as we mentioned earlier, he is deceptively tall. And kick Carlton's 3rd goal.
Well, Luke Brennan in the air. Well, there was 3 Hawthorn players, and they all...
This to reduce the margin to a straight kick. Fisher does not miss.
Gee, the player said...
Near the 50-metre line. Sets the ball up over the top of Fisher. Stevens with a lovely handball. Brad Fisher for a good goal. Well, it doesn't matter how it comes, Tony. Angelo Leckis was away. Beautiful half-volley pickup. Hill soundtrack under this one.
Would have been brilliant, wouldn't it? Comedy capers, but there, Brad Fisher. Been quiet this week. Had a good game last week. I think that was his 2nd goal. So.
Just wanting to get the angle right there, Mark Graham. Kicks a sloppy kick off the boot. Didn't quite nail it. And straight into the waiting arms of Fisher. It's the angle. He's got to nurse this one through. You like it. First is there for the Blues in the opening 2 minutes. Stevens out of the middle. Stevens, as James mentioned, always precise by foot, and that no exception. And has done it again here today from just inside the 50. Beautiful looking kick. Blues have got 5 straight.
The more people that you got confidence to go to, the harder it is for opposition defences. They've all just got to play honestly. Can't allow the 2-on-1. They can't allow to drop off their opponent to go and help out someone else, because the minute you do that, your man becomes a target. The Western Bull.
That's going to bounce for him. The left foot snap. Unselfish to Big Digby. Picks it up. Slides to Fisher, who kicks a goal.
You get it to the top of the square and anything can happen.
Now for Carlton, they've dominated this quarter. It's been a troublesome time for the Magpies, and the troubles are getting bigger as Fisher will go back and shoot from 30 metres out.
Pretty gallant in going down to Port Adelaide. Tonight, a bit quiet in the second term, but they have just come out in this third quarter as a mature team would, and they're playing well and truly above.
And Fisher in his 5th game back, he's had a couple of bags of 3. This for his first tonight, to be the 9th goal kicker. The crowd says it all. 5 goals in the third term to Carlton.
Here, chips it inside 50. Nice ball. Fisher takes the mark, 30 from goal.
Either of them are standing shoulder to shoulder with him.
Didn't play last week, Brad Fisher. This is his 2nd game of the year. Hurt his hamstring in round 1. Looks okay tonight.
Walker, left foot ball, long. Fisher will take the mark. Top of the square as Lockyer went to kick the Blues first of the second half. He's got it.
He'd be better served in the goal square.
Goes for the big barrel, Fev. The big torp. Good luck marking that. They're going to have a dip at it now. And Fisher, 4th man in.
Now, Lovett Murray's opponent. I reckon what happens in big pack situations like that, Brian, they don't punch as aggressively because I think someone else is going to do it for them.
Got 4 sets of hands in there.
4th mark already. Bombers have only taken 2 as a team. From close range, Fisher gets Carlton's 2nd.
Blues are forced a turnover. Houlihan. Brian's loose on his own. It won't get the carry. Doesn't matter because floating in, 3rd man up. Brad Fisher.
92 centimetres as well.
Lining up for his first goal this afternoon. More importantly, the Blues 4th.
Bulls kicking a winning score if they get the ball into Favola, Waite and Fisher and give them an opportunity to take them out.
Which is a good argument against slowing the tempo of the game down because their possession sure remains.
Out on the stretch, will have to turn and do it the hard way. Can go over the top to Fisher. Fisher can run in and go bang. The Blues have got 5. They lead by 20 points. They've been so good at.
You know what they're doing, Alistair? They're feeding each other. When anybody wants to run hard enough, you give it to him. Sometimes players ignore that, but they are just saying, if you run hard enough, we're going to give it to you. We'll take a risk sometimes and give it back to that man who runs. For the Blues, loose ball. D's with the numbers. Whelan can't break the Fisher tackle. Drop the ball, and they get it.
And that can go back to Eddie Betts because I think about 3 or 4 times today they've taken the wrong option but just the pressure to get the ball back and get it forward, and that is a very, very good tackle.
Fisher to finish off. And does.
And it's been a really good start from Carlton.
Fosdyke. Back pocket. And straight to Fisher. Has the stab and Fisher snags it.
You heard the call, and Murphy does well. He goes quickly for Boland, leading out. Spoiled Joel Bowden. Fisher robes. Goal square unguarded. It bounces through.
It'll happen. Just get it in there quick. Good contest from Fev there, right? And great front and square again. We have seen probably 5 or 6 of the best.
Murphy to full forward. Who's going to recover? Brad Fisher gets a gift. They're going to be hard to stop now.
The back, he ran hard down, but that ball should never have got through. That was a pretty ordinary attempt at a spoil.
Well, it was Calvin Moore, and look, you learn from that. If you're going to come off your man, you've got to impact the contest.
Dominating bounce, he does. Chips it back. Dangerous position here. Fisher needs to turn and mark, and he does just in the nick of time.
Get a touch of the footy, so he's got to improve.
So Fisher comes in and kicks one.
Down here, you said the dark clouds were heading to Princes Park. I thought Tim asked about the sunshine.
Oh, gee, I feel a bit uncomfortable sitting in the...
Beautifully to Gibbs. Sold the dummy. Oh, there's a hole in the Essendon defence like a barn door. And Fisher slots it home. And the margin is 1 straight kick. 8 points. Well, no one wants to take responsibility for Fisher. Even now, there's not an Essendon player near him.
Collingwood fans rejoice. One last kick to the Blues. Back pocket, dangerous kick. Terrible kick, cut off by Fisher. So Brad Fisher from the goal line for goal number 5 for Carlton. Pass, not 15. Walker, left foot kick across the face. Mark to Fisher. It's worked out okay.
I'll tell you what, forward defence at the moment, Adelaide.
He's got one. He's missed a couple. It's a 1-point ball game.
Hooked it down behind. Well done, Blackwell to Houlihan. Kicks inside the forward 50 and ghosting across in front of the pack is Fisher.
Side just to create that opening. There it is. And there's the one-on-one contest and Fisher just sliding forward.
I'm not sure Lockdy's arm. It's not a free kick. Isn't a free kick. Fisher puts it through.
A handle on it. Or snappled by Cooter. Cooter goes for goal. Front spot. Fisher, left foot, puts it through.
There's Cooter just swinging the ball there to the top of the square. O'Halpin got in the way just with courage and enthusiasm. But this bloke kicks goals.
Wait on a sharp angle. Runs goalward. Thought about going over the top. Did. Popped through by Fisher.
And handball over the top. And Fisher just getting his boot to the ball.
Senior year, here's Russell kicking deep to full forward. Fisher had it knocked away, but look at his recovery. It was pretty impressive, eh?
And they're just, I think they've thrown a fair bit at the Blues, and they haven't been able to penetrate the scoreboard. And the Blues, I think they're getting a taste for this goal-kicking coker.
Well, they're 2-0 down in this quarter, but the worry is, whilst they're in the contest, they're unable to score at their end.
Fisher for his second. It's a Carlton party tonight.
And as their confidence grows, this gets them back to 5 and 7, I think. They're not, 4 and 7, yes. They're not, he's cleaned up a couple this week, Kane.
Fisher for his third.
There's Houlihan going back, Carazzo. Well, third man in the queue. Fisher's kick is a beauty. Oh, what a goal. He's uncanny.
Kick by Fisher, and he just read the ball better in the air and wasted no time whatsoever, just spun around. But that's something for them to build on at half-time.
70 minutes of game time so far when he's played this season. Simpson's kicked Fisher, good mark. He's going to kick it this time. So he gets his second.
Bounce. He's 60 metres from goal. Puts it down towards O'Halpin. Well, short of the mark, but the mark is taken by Fisher. Fisher gets the goal. Less than a goal separates these two sides.
Here's Simpson, and that's a feature of his play, running and carrying the ball. All the players.
So he brings O'Halpin forward and then tries a torpedo. Fisher's a good chance, and he's got it.
Well, that's not the percentage thing to do, but
it worked.
It worked. It worked.
And Fisher gets his second, and Carlton's still alive.
With the ball, but it was well read here by Fisher, and so often you see forwards just reading the ball better off the boot than defenders. Defenders' first inclination is to go to their direct opponents. We saw Miller do then. Meanwhile, Fisher
trying to control that facet of the game.
We've played 16 goalless minutes in this term as far as the Blues are concerned, and Brad Fisher slots it. So Thornton just bangs it along, hoping for Favola. In a miracle, Brad Fisher takes the mark.
He's a great grab, and do this sort of stuff, jump over a pack and take a very good mark.
He does. He floats in from the side and he leaps early. Ty Canelli just assumed he was going to stay down. He tried to go up, but it was too late.
He's already got one. Very important kick, never in doubt.
To the top of the square, he's got a one-on-one.
Ross Young spears it.
That's it.
Brad Fisher takes the mark. They're lining up at goal number 3. Shouldn't miss from here. Casually. Makes the goal umpire do a bit of work, but it's there.
A flying start. Conditions good here. Pale blue sky, but not too much sun casting shadows. Good kick, and Carlton are away.
From goal, drives it to the top of the goal square, but it's all St Kilda. But Fisher in from the side, he beat 4 of them, Brad Fisher. And he's marked 25 from goal. To each other. Brad Fisher now from directly in front, 25 metres, kicks a goal for the Blues. That's his second, and the margin back to 29. From there, surely, Matthew Lappin, game 250, drives it to the goal square. Fisher. Brad Fisher of Carlton stood his ground. Final quarter and, well, just kept Carlton's hopes alive. He waltzes in, kicks it. Truly. And the margin back to 17.
And now he weighs up the options and finds Fisher. So Brad Fisher has kicked the goal. Sidesteps, doubles back. Now to Jackson, into the pocket. Fisher from the pocket, steadies, box, kicks, a goal! Blues are back in town!
Decides just to kick it high and long, deep inside attacking 50, in from the side. Oh, Fisher's taken a beauty! Oh, this will give a better view of it. Great stuff, propped in front. Good work from Vivola, just shielding the Port Adelaide defence. So Fisher from 40 metres. Drop part looks pretty good. He's kicked it.
Spot. Hampson stood his ground, couldn't mark. Fisher snaps, and it's a nice one too. Tough, but it came good in the second. That's a very strong mark taken by Fisher. Pretty much point blank range here. Shouldn't have any trouble popping this through. So consolation goal for the Blues.
He has to get up the ground. So who's the target now? Cruz is in the mix, but the mark is taken by Fisher.
Who can take a mark overhead.
2 goals, 1 last week for Brad Fisher. A little wobbly, but it's very accurate.
Scotland have got a feel for it at the moment, the Blues, and Scotland against his old club. Fisher in the square. Round 20 of 07. 12 times he's booted 3. Pops this one through. And Carlton are looking good. They're out by...
He had the option of just blazing away into the forward line. He decided to check himself. He went back inside and found Chris Judd, and then they're able to get the ball back to Scotland and send the ball forward. So that was terrific play there by Carlton.
He's got it right on the 50. Calling for it is Fisher. Will it get there in time? That's a good mark. He was watching Fisher all the time. At the last moment got involved. But Fisher is a very good aerialist. So Fisher for his second, and he's got it.
They're lined up deep. He hits it long. Fisher waits and marks. Well done, Favola. Well done, Carlton.
When he puts his arm straight up, he's very hard to spoil against.
Former Essendon player Copping. Fisher kicks the goal. 37-point margin.
Kick was actually not bad from Cloak because he kicked it across the ground. And look at these straight arms.
Bauer back to Waite, spreads it wide. Fisher a long way from goal, but there's plenty of space here for Carlton.
They're getting back in front of Brendan Favola too.
Stevens, Favola, it's over the back. Murphy, what's Fisher I should say. Is this goal number 100 for Fisher? It is, not a bad one.
Stephen Brown game, but see that they all just stayed off and it allowed him to run onto the ball there. Brad Fisher, he's important to them, Brad Fisher.
Not a good kick, beautifully played by Wiggins, and now Grigg, and Grigg to Fisher.
He's looked proper on his right all night, and he's been trying to go onto his left foot.
He's done a mighty job considering the injury that he's carrying. So Fisher and Carlton getting some breathing space late now.
The exciting thing for Carlton is...
Both Carlton pressing here to try and get in front. You look at the difference in size between Cruiser and Sanders. Doesn't matter. Fisher has made amends. That wasn't the one that got away. In Scotland. Fisher's moving. Just couldn't hang on. Has it been paid? It has. Well, Brad Fisher, as we said, not so great last week, but been influential so far, and more so now after landing that one through. Blues by 8.
So Fisher is in a bit of a drought personally with goals in the last month. Keeps Carlton very much in the match.
the two Carlton players. One of them was Scotland who spilt it. Halpin comes in to help out, and he measures the pass to Fisher. Another tight angle, though. 12 matches, 12 goals, 12 behinds for Fisher. Can he change the numbers? Can he turn it into a 13? It's a tight angle, but it's the first goal of the afternoon. We've been waiting, and there it is. Carlton draw first play.
Well, it's taken a long while. Any team for a long while. A number of opportunities to come to take the ball out of their back 50. No one to go to, Jared.
Well, this game may simply come down to who takes their shots, David. Inside 50s, it's been basically the same. Richmond.
Bad bounce. Newman there to clean up. Great smother from Stevens, though. Carlton with a chance. Stevens sets it up. And Fisher finishes it off.
That is brilliant. Absolute brilliance for him to take the ball under the pressure he was at, but had a lot of team underlying.
Well, I was really keen for Nick Stevens to play well today because
low kick to Favola, Hodgson and Fisher. So Fisher, well done, paddled to himself and then hooks back to goal. Close. That was some goal.
Looking down towards the goal area and thought it might have come off the post, the base of the post.
Oh, dear.
Linking up with Scotland. Tough, hurried stuff from the Blues. Gets them in and into the space where Fisher, probably in a perfect world, their third forward rather than their second. But here he is shooting for goal, and he's got his goal nice and early today, and the Blues lead by 10.
Walker, Fisher, Favola, Walker sharing it around at the moment. Fisher works into some space. He's overdue with the left foot, brings it back, and Carlton have kicked their sixth.
He asked for the handball when he really should have been saying, here's my support. It's an arm across. And that's for the half-forward line.
Stevens takes it from Grigg. Fisher lurking and takes a low mark. Did it well.
And
he's plucked him.
Was a great kick, wasn't it? Good players just kick it to the right areas, make the forwards work to that area.
Started on the bench today, Brad Fisher. 1 goal, 3 to his name so far. Fans like it, and they have the quick reply.
Left boot, maybe screw out on the left foot.
Out he comes, and that was nice.
Did it well.
Perfection from the pocket.
He's a little bit unlucky, isn't he? But look, to the letter of the law, he does catch the arm of Brad Fisher. He doesn't get the ball.
Ooh, bit unlucky there. Fisher just opened up the angle by 2 metres and snapped it around beautifully.
Hands it off, Bauer. Big long thump. Favola's down there. Fisher.
That's
held it
good
long
work
enough
from Fisher.
2 goals within 60 seconds for Brad Fisher. Run 2 from Simpson. He's got Fisher to the pocket. Rose with him. Fisher too strong.
But they were getting hurt by the third tall.
Essentially his third within 3 minutes. Slides it through.
Long not,
Cameron
no
Cloak.
awareness whatsoever. He probably needed to be there, and Cameron Cloak just came in and put a block on. All fair, but that's a fair goal.
Forward missed it. Murphy didn't. Runs down towards half forward. Goes to Stevens. Sweeps it inside. Chance for Fisher. Lines up his back and back in style. Then it's a question, can they maintain possession? And Fisher would be very glad to get that first shot at goal and to be able to nail it. That'll be good for his confidence just coming back into the team. Into your stomach, but you just got to hold your own ground. Fisher on target. That's been a criticism. Certainly not tonight.
His head towards Selwood. It's just one of those situations where there's really probably not a lot that Selwood can do, but it's a clear free kick.
Russell comes away after that was initiated by Stevens. Long kick down towards full forward. Hands in the back, apparently not. Yes. The umpire said nothing. Fisher comes in and kicks his third.
With the rain, make it a full forward. Again, the pushing and shoving. Fisher cops some friendly fire. Murphy. Fisher recovers in time to jag it on the left boot and does it in grand style. And the Blues are on fire at the Gabba.
Like about it, they haven't got 5 or 6 forwards inside the forward 50. There's only been 2 or 3, so when the ball comes in like that,
Sampson not quite. Chance for Russell. Carlton have started up here. Now a chance for Fisher from 30. He kicks the opening goal.
Throws it up long. Favola's got two to beat. Can't beat them both. Ted Richards. He plays on into trouble. Dragged down. Had Pryor. Dead. Fisher's ball.
I tell you what, that's one of those line ball decisions.
Just started to hot up this game. Blues back in front by 4. Tries to steal it back. Tucked into the boundary. Pops the pass to Fisher. They lead by 3. He's already kicked one in this term. From the paint. Blues fans love it off the boot. They lead by 9.
But it barely touched it in the half a footy.
The Swans have led this game by 15. Carlton now leads it by 15.
First game back from a knee injury, Brad Fisher ended the Magpies' 10-goal run.
Carlton's first since the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Carlton's hadn't scored since then.